Welcome back to Bionic Life. My name is Kevin, and today we are going to do some brush hogging for an event that I have this weekend. Well, I have a range and I like to trim it down. I have enough mowed on a regular basis for what I normally do, but I usually have quite a few friends over and we need an extended line. So I have an area that I need to brush hog. I started last night. I kind of wish I would have videoed what I did to this brush hog. This is an old, I think it's 22, 23-year-old Bush Hog Rotary Cutter. I tried to be pretty diligent about keeping all the grass off, but last spring I noticed some bubbling in the powder coat. It's not painted, it's powder coated, and apparently it rusted from the bottom up. And I had to replace the rear section of the mower deck. This rotary cutter, this Bush Hog, the rear part of this deck was bubbling, and now after I did this, I noticed there's some up at the very front. And the paint or the powder coating is fine, but the deck is rusting from the underside out. It's 1/8 inch steel plate. So what I did, this is all one piece from here, the middle. The whole U-shaped piece is a solid piece. What I did, and don't critique my welds, they're farmer welds, they're functional, probably not the prettiest in the world. I cut the factory welds out, leaving the spaces under the stiffener rib. And what that allowed to happen is that entire piece that I cut out dropped out. Then I took the piece that fell out, set it up on top of my sheet of 1/8 inch steel, and I traced it with the plasma cutter. So it went in pretty easy. I mean, it wasn't without some challenges. Anybody who's welded knows about expansion and contraction when you're welding knows that you start on one side, it'll throw the other side out, and I kind of had that happen. I had some gaps that I had to fill with wire, but I welded this mostly with a MIG 135. I think it's an SP 135T, I believe. I might be wrong on that, but I think it produced acceptable results. The wheat poles are in there where they need to be, up at the front. Up in the middle, there's some wheat poles there. They're there. There's an access hole right there in the middle for removing the blades. There's a big, I don't know, it's 1.5 inch nut, or probably inch and 3/8 maybe, I don't know. It's a fairly large nut in there. So I got this repaired. I did a test run last night when it was cooler. Today it's pretty warm. I was hoping to hit it in this evening, but I'll tell you what, it's still warm. So we're gonna go ahead, fire this bad boy up, and start brush hogging and trimming some things up. Let's get started. darkness is setting pretty quick. I'm gonna keep brush hogging, but I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video. I'm gonna make a few passes around the outside perimeter of our soybean field because we have a problem with rodents, woodchucks, and they will chew beans down and then they dig holes in the field, and it causes problems for the head, the combine head, and the grain buggies and all that kind of stuff, the gravity wagons that come through here. It causes issues. So we gotta take care of those, and beating back the edges of the edge of the field allows you to see things a little bit better. The brush hog is working pretty well. It has a little bit of a vibration. I'll figure out what that is. I've got most of the stuff done that I need to do for my event, and anything now is kind of extra. I like to get everything trimmed up and looking nice on a whole, but I can host my event right now with what I've got done. So thanks for watching. If you found value in this content, please like and subscribe. If you know someone who would find value in this content, please share. Thanks for watching.